The following is a presentation of the Spartan Media Network.
Welcome to the Spartan Media Network from Playfly Sports.
Lob past Cooper. Oh, he slams it right over the top of Golden. 15 on the shot clock. Fears down the lane. Right at Golden. Bank shot good. Oh, my goodness. What a play by Fears. Here's a three from the wing. It's good. MSU gets another three.
Jackson Kohler with his fourth three of this game.
He got it.
It is time for the Auto Owners Insurance presentation of the Tom Izzo Show. Tonight's show is sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance, Simple Human Sense. The Tom Izzo Show is also brought to you by Meyer, supporting hundreds of sports teams across the Midwest. Labatt Blue Light, we're brewed for the roast. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of MSU Athletics. One North Kitchen and Bar, making good times great. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartan Athletics. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. And Coors Light, choose chill. Now, with Michigan State head basketball coach Tom Izzo, here's the voice of Spartan basketball, Will Tieman.
And a pleasant evening to everybody around the great state of Michigan and beyond, and welcome into the Coach Tom Izzo Show. Of course, we're presented by Auto Owners Insurance, and we are live at One North Kitchen and Bar in East Lansing. So if you want to join our audience for any of the MSU Coaches Shows, make your reservation by emailing coachesshows@onenorthdining.com. Also joining us, as always, Coach Mike Garland. Let's hear it for Mike, huh?
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, when we last left you, we were heading for Florida, and we went, and we've come back, got 2 wins there, and then we opened up the defense of the Big Ten season. We got a win there. So my math is good, I think. It's 8-0.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'm just glad I got back to Florida so I could get some nice weather, because I really appreciate this weather more than that hot weather down there and hurricanes and all that stuff. So nice to get home, have a little snow, show my granddaughter what snow's all about. And but no, it was a heck of a trip down there. It was really good. We had a zillion alums. I don't know if you could tell on TV, but place had to be 75-80% Michigan State and 20% North Carolina, and I think that helped our players. I thought our players played really well. I mean, at times in that game we were really good, and it was just a good deal. And then we were very concerned about Iowa. They're undefeated. They were a good team. They run a different style, Mike. You know, Franny was going up and down, and they just kind of slow it up. And and they have some guards that could really shoot it. And Jeremy did an unbelievable job. Our bigs did a great job on a million ball screens. And we went from a racehorse game with Carolina to a slowdown game kind of with and those were our great teams. You know, great team is a team that can play different styles. You know, everybody wants you to impose your will on your opponent. But like when a team works on something all year long, like Wisconsin used to, you know, you can't impose your will. You got to just go slugfest with them. At least that's my opinion. And so I'm proud that our team went from one to another, because I think during the season that'll help us.
You know, the one thing, I still remember the championship run in 2000. There was that crazy game with Wisconsin. What was the halftime score, like 19-10 or some goofy number?
On 1917.
1917. Of course, MSU wins that, and they advance to the finals to play Florida. And all the media is going, there's no way Michigan State can keep up with Florida. And I'm going, if they think they can run with Michigan State, they're crazy.
So we won that 89-70 or something, you know, and whatever it was. But, you know, I think this team is getting better. It's we're still. I need Mike's tutelage because Mike was really good with the guards, and not that my guys aren't, but I mean, it's a struggle when you bring in new people. Like those 4 guards. We got Kerr, who's never played really in a game.
Right.
We've got Jordan, who is a freshman with a lot of promise. We have Trey, who's a 5th-year guy, and we have Divine, who's a 2nd year. But those 2 guys played in places where winning wasn't the same thing, and so they've had to adjust to a lot of things in fairness to them. And that's why I can continually say, and I'll tell you this right now, I mean, we've had a heck of a run, and now we've got a chance to play Duke, who's 9-0, and we're 8-0, and it was kind of cool. Our game against North Carolina drew the biggest viewing audience that Fox has ever had, and part of that is our Lions played before, and that was good. So that's why I say when everybody in the state, except for one, is doing well, that makes it a good thing. And but I really mean that. And but so we still don't know where we are. We don't know where anybody else is. I said a long time ago on this show, it would take till the middle of December. Some of these teams, like Kentucky, has got so much talent, it's scary, but it's not coming together. Will it? Only time will tell. And there's other teams that have started out like gangbusters and are starting to fall down because maybe everybody's not getting along in the locker room. There's so many things to deal with, right?
Absolutely.
That are different. So just hang on. We're getting better. We're good.
Tom, the team, they passed my first test, and that was, going to Florida, and that mimics playing in a tournament where you play a game and then you got the one day prep, and then you got the next big game to either go to the Sweet 16 or go to the Final Four. And that's they passed that test.
Well, we talked about that, because we had the easier game first, East Carolina.
Yeah.
And then you have one day to prepare for North Carolina. And as Mike said, that's the way the NCAA tournament works. That was one of the reasons we were happy about doing something like that. And we came out, pretty good there too. And then we had to turn around. And I mean, listen, everybody in the country was talking about us and Duke. And I had to tell my players, we got a good Iowa team. So that's another test. I like what he's saying. That's, that tests your maturity, that tests your leadership, that tests your locker room, tests your hotels. So hopefully all that is good.
How crazy is it when people would ask you if I was a trap game? I mean, it is the Big Ten opener. I mean, it's just odd that they would think that's the trap game.
Yeah, unfortunately, in a way, when you win, people forget about the other team. Did they have a good game? Did they have a bad game? Did they have some problems? Did they not have some problems? That's why I'm figuring about the, right after our Penn State game, which will be the halfway point of December. I'm going to look at us and I'm going to look at our opponents and try to figure out, okay, who's legitimate, who's not legitimate. And I don't know if I'll know all that, but I think I'll have a way better idea then, because then for some teams that took a lot of transfers, maybe dissension works. And for some teams that took them, maybe they just needed time to gel together. And so that's why I'm trying to keep fans, players, media, not talk down about us or not talk too up about us, but talk real about us. And that's where we are right now.
And by the way, when you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local teams across the Midwest, from big league stadiums to the neighborhood ball field. Learn more at Meijer.com/community. This is a Tom Izzo Show presented by Auto Owners Insurance on the Spartan Media Network.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Brewed for the fans who can't stop shouting "shoot it"
and the driveway heroes who still call raindrops on every brick. Make fun of a ref through the TV like he can hear you, then miss 3 straight free throws on your buddy's hoop. Argue every foul, celebrate every layup, and somehow think you're running the offense from Section 312. But that's the beauty of it. Basketball isn't just about the court, it's the noise, the passion, and the Labatt you're holding while you live it. Labatt, we're brewed for the roast. Enjoy responsibly. Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for 1 winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
And welcome back to the Coach Tom Izzo Show, presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Well, welcome back as we sit at 8-0, getting ready for Duke, coming into the Breslin Center for a noon tip on Saturday. So we have our first question.
Yeah, I'm
Tom.
just going to say, we got to get some questions here so we can have some fun instead of, just us 3 up here boring you.
Okay, you asked for it. This is Steve from Lansing. In the past, the freshmen and the newcomers, the transfers, I'm not going to say have played timid, but there's been moments of hesitation and moments of too much thinking, not enough just playing, not enough confidence, and the playing group usually shrinks as the season goes on. This year's group, since the Arkansas game, every one of those kids just get on the court and ball. I mean, they just play. They play with confidence. They play with quickness, with speed. There's not so much thinking. There's just playing. Somehow they have grasped the process that we have of speed, quickness, rebounding, defense, sharing the ball. Has there been any particular thing or instance or whatever where that's facilitated this idea this year? It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think the word culture comes to mind for me. Cooper and Jackson and Jeremy and of course Cohen. Those guys have done an incredible job with our young guys. I wouldn't say I felt quite like you feel. I think some of them are still a little.
I don't get paid, so.
Yeah, I do, but I still don't feel any different. I just had a meeting before I came here with Jordan, with Divine, with Trey, and with Kerr. And, you look at all of them together, and Kerr, hardly played last year, can really shoot it. We knew he struggled a little bit defensively, and then he kind of struggled to shoot it, but I got to realize it's his first year really playing. In Jordan, we thought we'd have a guy that would be soft and timid, and he plays harder than almost anybody on my team. He's really been a treat. Hasn't shot the ball well, a little bit like Max Christie went through his first year. That sometimes happens to freshmen. You were here then.
Absolutely.
And then we got the 2, one and Divine, came from a program where the coach quit during halfway through the year. And after he'd been to a Final Four 2 years earlier at Miami. And it was kind of a dysfunctional group admitted by the coach himself. And so, there's a lot of habits to be broken. And Trey has been kind of all over, not all his fault. One place he was at, his coach died. And so, he's had the most trouble adjusting, I think, to the speed. And the funny thing is, he's one of the best athletes I got. I mean, he's not Cohen, but he's not far off. So, we haven't shot the ball as well from those 4 guys. 1 or 2 of them aren't guarding as well. So, You know what I'm glad to know? I'm glad to know that I'm the coach and not you. But where I could use you is you have such a positive demeanor, and I could have used you with those officials early in that game last night because I don't have the same positivity as you do, and but I do think they're all going to get better. And I think my guys need a little time. Thank God I got four guys that really have been through the wars, and that really helps.
Those kids have just played tough, and I compliment the coaches on putting groups together that play on the court, and those kids just don't quit. If they make a mistake, they don't hang their heads. They play tough. I would agree with that. They play Michigan State basketball.
Well, I think one thing that has to come into play here, Chief, and I think you'll agree, in the past, the practice, us being able to practice through the summer, actually really practice, that helps us to be able to prepare guys, and be ready to go right when the season started. In the past, we couldn't do that. As a matter of fact, there were times when you watched us play, we couldn't practice until October 15th. Yeah. With the team, we could do individual
it's better now. That's
so true. It's so much better, and there's so much more time. So those guys coming in, thank God, with the new rules and the transfer portal, you do have the summer for your team. So it does make the team better.
Thank you.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
Come on up and ask. I won't harass you like I did him, but actually, I appreciated the question, and I think you're right on the money on a lot of it, off a little bit on some of it.
That's pretty good, though. Anyway, every Spartan needs to know you need a time every now and then. Okay, before I read this Myrtle Beach thing, did you get out at all in Florida? Did you go out and look at the water at all?
Well, my granddaughter was there, so I went by the pool for about an hour. But man, I got a job to do, and I actually got out, went for a walk every morning. I got out better than I did when I was in Hawaii a lot of times. But you know what? When I retire, then I'm gonna go to Florida and Hawaii and all those places. And now I got an opportunity of a lifetime, and we have something this week. We'll talk about it after the commercial.
Okay, here we go. And so back to business here. Every Spartan needs a time out every now and then, so why not take yours at the beach? Myrtle Beach is home to 60 miles of warm, sandy beaches, over 2,000 restaurants, and much more. Enter now for your chance to win your very own beach break getaway. Compliments of Visit Myrtle Beach. Go to visitmyrtlebeach.com/MSU to enter. Your ultimate beach break is just a click away. We'll be back live on the Tom Izzo Show, presented by Auto Owners Insurance.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Community.
Hey, Spartan fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of airballs and alley-oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to MSU basketball games or to any other live event in East Lansing, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of MSU basketball. Go green, go white. SeatGeek.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
We are back live with the Tom Izzo Show, presented as always by Auto Owners Insurance. And make your best play of the day at One North Kitchen and Bar. Happy hour runs 2 to 6 every weekday, and then we go into overtime on Thursdays until 9. Catch great drinks and appetizers just minutes from campus. Well, you teased us with something, Tom, something fun.
No,
Good.
it's Duke's come in here a few times and beaten our brains in, to be very honest with you. I think we've only played them twice at home. At least in my era, it's been only twice, but I even think before that. So, we've beaten them at their place. We've beaten them in neutral sites. We've never beaten them at home. And I told my team that one of the ways you leave a legacy, or one of the ways you get remembered, is what you've accomplished. Like last year, we didn't lose a game in December or January. First time in the history of the school. What does it matter if you don't get to a Final Four or win a championship? It doesn't, but it's something that nobody else has done. And so, Duke's very good. John's done a great job since he's taken over there. But this is an opportunity for our guys to do something that Magic Johnson hasn't done, or Steve Smith, or Mateen Cleaves, or anybody else. So play should be rocking on Saturday. It's an incredible opportunity for us. And yet history does not bode well for how we played. So I got to get the positive dog in here, because right now I look at what we've done, and I'm not superstitious, because it really has no bearing each team, but it does give something to our team and our players to separate themselves. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
By the way, it's a whiteout. So if you're coming to the game on Saturday, white. It's an easy one.
Tom, here's something interesting. When I was at Cleveland State, that's when Booz was at Cleveland, playing for Cleveland, and he would come to my gym all the time and work out in there, and we got to know each other pretty good. So those twins were born when I was up there. But what's incredible is that him and his wife almost lost those boys. I don't know if you know that.
I heard that.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. And to see them doing what they're doing now is incredible.
Well, you're so close to them. Nice job on the recruiting end.
All you had to do was call me.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. The one thing that I always find interesting, and I have this great debate with my buddies in the South. I say, none of you realize how hard it is to win on the road in the Big Ten.
That's true.
And it's just, you got to live it to appreciate it. And I think one of the things, they call the Drake Five that transferred into Iowa, I think those fellas, on top of playing a really good Michigan State team, I don't think, Tom, they were ready for the intensity of the crowd.
Well, I got to admit, our crowd has been special. But that is one of the things you hope. But I'm telling you, you watch, they're going to win a lot of games. Yeah. That guard Sturts, some people have him as a first-round pick, and definitely a draft pick. And I thought Jeremy did a great job, but uncharacteristically, he missed 3 out of 4 free throws. I think he was shooting 90%. Right. So sometimes the crowd, sometimes the effect of being on the road, sometimes all those things matter. But that is a good team. They're well coached, and I bet you they win a lot of games this year. And yet I thought after the first 6-7 minutes, we really played Spartan basketball. We got after, we out-rebounded them by 20. We got a running game going a little bit, but teams are really dropping players back. We did not shoot well from the 3. We got to the free throw line, shot the daylights out of that. We shot well from the 2. So, that's why I still need those guards. that are playing so hard. I need them to make a shot, and that's kind of the next step for us.
So here's one that was really interesting. There's a timeout of the game. This gentleman walks up and he identifies himself as Terry Furlow's brother. Now, of course, Terry played for Gus Kanakis, and he probably is one of the best scorers we've ever had here at Michigan State. Well, he had this jersey that was given to him as a gift, and it was a kind of a celebration, believe it or not. He scored 50 points against Iowa, and nobody has scored more points in a single game than Terry Furlow. And this season marks the 50th anniversary of that game against Iowa. So 50 years, 50 points.
Yeah, and Terry Furlow's a guy that I think we've kind of forgotten that I better do. I got to get with Jack and figure out all the things, a Flintstone that probably deserves more things. And so we're going to start working on some of those things in the near future too. But he was a heck of a player from what I remember. And I think...
Well, he lit us up.
I think we got, you were guarding him for God's sakes.
I sure was.
It was that Spanish defense, ole.
But he teaches the gap defense, so he wasn't there to help me in the gap. So,
So I asked
Mike always blaming me. Yeah. Stuff never changes.
I did ask Gus once how he got Furlow, and Bill Frieder was a high school coach in Flint.
Right.
And they were buddies, even though he would obviously go to Michigan. And I said, how'd you do it? He was so good. And he said, well, Gus, you got to take this kid. You just got to take him. Trust me. Okay. Boom.
That's a true story. And it is, because Gus told me the story and Fried's told me the story. So I think he had another guys from up there that went to Michigan, and he was kind of the odd man out. But
Wayman Britt.
Was it Wayman?
Wayman Britt, and
so I don't know. Worked out pretty good for us. I think it worked out pretty good for Terry. So we'll see what happens.
It's all good. By the way, it's time now for the alumni trivia question. We actually have the question. We do. I have to get it. Here it is. If you remember last show, we got to make our own question up. We had several of them, and we still couldn't get a right answer with 3 questions, as it turned out. Okay, if you get our answer to this question, you can go to the Alumni Hall. You get a $25 gift card, and you get some tickets, I think. Alumni Hall, your ultimate Spartan shopping experience. So here comes the question. We're getting ready for MSU and Duke this weekend in the Tom Izzo era. Which Spartan has scored the most points against the Blue Devils in a single game? Okay. The Tom Izzo era. What guy lit him up for the most points in a single game?
These guys are all cheating. They're asking.
So that is our question. If you know the answer, come up after the break and come up to the mic and let us know what you think. We'll be back with more from the Tom Izzo Show, presented by Auto Owners Insurance. You're on the Spartan Media Network.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible board-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto-pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge credits ended. Balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Hey, Michigan State Spartans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition home field designed Michigan State Spartans t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Michigan State in the lead.
And thanks for joining us for the Tom Izzo Show, presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Well, we have a trivia question in front of everybody. You can get a $25 gift card at the Alumni Hall and tickets to a game. So the question is, in the Tom Izzo era, which player scored the most points for Michigan State against Duke in a single game? And we have somebody that thinks they know. And did you cheat?
No, I never cheat.
Okay, just check it.
I came up here too fast to Google it, so it's
Okay.
either I got it or I don't.
Okay.
Rocket Watts.
You don't got it.
You should have cheated.
Go fire away.
I'm going to go with Winston.
No, but these are both good guesses. Shall I give you a clue?
Keith Appling.
No. This is a record.
Matt McQuaid.
Okay, everybody get out their phones. This is bad.
Hold on. You got one.
Okay, wait, but did you go to your phone?
Paul Davis.
You better go to your phone too.
Wait a second. I'll just give you a hint. If you get it wrong, you're the worst Flintstone ever on captivity.
Ooh.
Here we go, right here.
Kenny Goins.
No.
No.
I know what you're thinking, but
No. Okay. Let's see. We know he's from Flint.
Let's see if Jay can get it right, just because I gave him $1 million hint and he still can't get it right. And Jack is collaborating with him.
He won the Big Ten Player of the Year in 2000.
Come on, you guys.
That's
everybody
AI and
should
EI.
know. Everybody in here should know when we say Flintstones. Everybody should know at that point. There you go.
She got it.
There you go.
But you got to come up here to get it. You got to go say it. Doesn't count till it counts. We might have the correct answer here. We're feeling confident.
Mo Pete.
Yes, Mo Pete. Yeah.
How can you not get that, Jay?
Bad. He had 24 points against Duke the first time the coach led a team against them.
You got your cheat sheet Jack right there, and he missed it. Mr. Authority, Mr. Spartan Authority.
Anyway, first time Tom led a team against him. And remember, I did this. I had to look up because I kind of forgot. Do you guys remember a tournament called the Great Eight?
Oh wow!
It was this version of the Tournament of Champions. Only it was 8 teams, and first year we played Arkansas in that thing in the Palace, and then we played Duke over there, and we gave them a game over there. Gave them a game.
Well, I'm finally glad somebody got it, or we'd be here all night.
Wow.
And then we would have to split up the gift card because we had the answer. Anyway, Abood Law Firm is proud to sponsor the Beyond the Arc campaign. Abood Law will donate $25 for each Spartan three-pointer to the greater, this goes to the Izzo Legacy Fund. And thanks to Abood Law Firm for supporting the greater good. And how many, the Izzo Legacy, how many different groups do you guys contribute to?
And that's one of them, and I think that's why they're doing it. And I'm still waiting till we get everybody, because I still have that money that you guys gave and that I doubled, and we're going to present it to somebody at the right time here. So hang on, I'm not using it. Mike would use that as fun money, but I'm saving it. I'm doing it the right way. So, question.
No, I don't have a question.
Answer.
I wanted to let people here that have followed Stevie DeVitri along his journey with cancer that he passed away yesterday. So I thought you might want to know that.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yep.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
And she brings food. Okay. Well, Steve battled a long time.
Mike doesn't have room in his pockets for that. He just keeps putting things in his pockets. So it's the way Mike is.
So there was one time, and Mike's still on the staff, and I don't know where we are, and we're going to do our pregame interview with Tom in this big old room. And I look over in the corners, I'm getting set up, and I hear these noises. It's Mike going through his workouts.
No.
It was.
No.
I wouldn't make that up.
I know you would. That's the problem.
You did stop.
So how come there's no questions?
Exactly.
I mean, if there's no questions when we're 8-0, there'll never be questions.
Okay, another no question. Would you mind if I do a public congratulatories to somebody?
Sure.
Caleb, come here. Oh, no. This is my nephew, the most well-rounded, humble individual you'll ever meet. He's put in a lot of hard work over the last couple of years. And I had the pleasure to go down on Sunday and watch him and his DeWitt teammates. He's a starting tight end for DeWitt High School.
Hey! Love it.
State champs, by the way.
Wow.
I love it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We can only congratulate you. I can't even use your name, or the NCAA will come up here and fire me.
Right. Hey, you know what, Tom?
What, Mike?
I can tell, in the room that a lot of times a lot of the women have questions that they want to ask, but they think we're gonna think they're stupid, but you're not. But why don't a couple of you just give us a couple questions that you really, really want to know, no matter what it is, ask us a question.
Well, here comes
come
one,
up,
maybe.
Come up.
You cleared it for me.
I clear.
I want to know when you were in Florida, all that time to get to walk around. I'm being funny.
Yes.
Do people recognize you and say anything to you?
Yeah, they just say Gonzilla. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, TV does wonders for things like that. And at the hotel we were staying at, there were a couple of men's teams, there were a couple of women's teams, because there were a couple of different tournaments, and Tum Tum was there with his team. They won 2 games down there, and then they just had a big win. Bowling Green just beat Kansas State.
Oh wow!
So he's doing really well, and he was down there. I got to spend a little time with him. That was great. But it was a different place, because we're in Fort Myer, but we were kind of off right by the beach, which was good. But there was not a lot of other things around, so that was good too, because then I didn't worry about getting in the way of anything else. I just did my job. So it was good. It was good. Good question.
What's it like when you're around here locally? Do people stop you?
Do people stop me? Yeah, they ask me those tough questions like, what are you doing pumping gas, or what are you doing taking the garbage out? And I say, hey, just like you, man, I got the same issues you got,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like the time when Winnie and I saw you in Meyer. What are you doing? Loopy needs some milk, and I need some ice cream.
I know, like does anybody else, have to do anything?
Coming up right here.
Yes.
Here we go.
I miss the coaches wearing the suits.
Ooh.
For the games. Yeah, I think it shows respect for this is serious business. This is a game, and guys look good. And when you took off your jacket, threw it off, things were
But
serious.
you know what the problem with that is?
And also.
Oh.
Well, part of it was your dress shoes, because you slammed those shoes down. We could hear it everywhere. You could get the attention of the guys on the other side of the court.
That's when I was young and more aggressive. Now I'm mellowing. But the truth of it is, when you take your coat off or you stomp your shoes when you're wearing those kind of things, those officials give you this. We don't have any of that anymore. So, you know what? That is something that's talked about, Coaches Association and this and that. And I can't say there's a lot of people that maybe would agree with you unless you sat there. You know, if you're a lawyer or you're somebody like that or a businessman that just has to sit there, you know, try arguing with 7-foot guys or officials or in hot gyms. It is more relaxing and comforting, but I actually respect and understand your question. Who knows? I mean, everything comes back, you know, wide ties, skinny ties, you know, long skirts, mini skirts, long hair, short hair. They all come back. I mean, it's just a matter of time. So wait another year or two and shazam, you might have it back.
One of those things with COVID. Once COVID happened, things change and it never goes back. So I just thought.
That's not true, though. I do go to work every day.
Okay, thanks. By the way, the Tom Izzo Show is presented by Auto Owners Insurance. We'll be back with more after this break on the Spartan Media Network.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics. So crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Hey, Spartan fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of airballs and alley-oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to MSU basketball games or to any other live event in East Lansing, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of MSU basketball. Go green, go white, SeatGeek.
Auto Owners Insurance presents the Tom Izzo Show as it has for many, many years.
Upright walking is good.
With MSU basketball tickets, sign up for Abbott's We Give a Blood Drive to enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets to one of the upcoming Michigan State men's basketball games. Go to DM at Spartan_radio on X. And DM stands for direct message. So we're going to throw a quick break here because Tom wants to talk a little bit about football. We have some guests, and we don't want to shortchange the conversation. So we'll be back with more in a moment right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Spartan Pride meets memorable meals.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said, mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simply human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
You didn't do this, did you, boss?
Mind your business, Billy.
Hey, Michigan State Spartans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition home field designed Michigan State Spartans t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Michigan State in the lead.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go.
Run, James!
No. First base.
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
We're back with more of the Spartan basketball presentation of the Tom Izzo Show, presented by Auto Owners Insurance. And frankly, you want to join us for the Michigan Sports Brief every weekday on all of our Spartan Network affiliated stations, presented by Frank and Muth Insurance. Find a local independent agent near you by visiting fmins.com. Well, Tom, do you want to talk a little football, or you want to take a question first?
We'll take the question first.
Okay.
All right. I'll admit I didn't watch the recording of the game yet, but live during it, it looked like the coach was in the way when he got tangled up with Jordan Scott. Shouldn't that have been a tech?
I'll say no, because I'm sure there's a few times that I'm outside the box, as they say. But, I didn't even really see what happened.
Oh.
And this is one of the rare times that we've been going so hard that, last night about 10 o'clock, we're in there watching some tape on Duke, of course. And Coop comes up. And Coop struggled in this game a little bit for Coop,
Yes, he did.
And he looks at me, he goes, "Coach, I got a suggestion as a captain." I said, "What's that, Coop?" He goes, "I think we should just move on to Duke and not watch this film."
I guess so.
And he was kind of kidding and kind of serious.
I'm pretty sure he was.
And I listened to him, and I said, "All right, that's a deal." So I really didn't even watch the film on them. I've been putting all my efforts to the next game right now, but sometime I will. But if he got hit on the court, it should have been a T.
Yeah, he went down. So, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, it looks like we got one more, Tom. One more question.
Here I am with the hard-hitting questions. So I've been scrolling Twitter, and I happened to see next to the bench there was a printout, and it had pictures with names on it, and they were the refs. Can you tell me why are the pictures and names of the refs next to the bench? Is it so you can yell at them with the right name?
No, that's not why. I know most of those guys. If you really watch closely throughout the whole game, when they make a bad call, I've got a set of darts, and it's like a voodoo doll, and I zap them at them.
Hard-hitting questions here.
Yeah. So, no, I don't know why our managers, just put them up there. I guess sometimes you have new officials, but when you've been in as long as I have, most of the officials, I know them all. Thank you, though. Good question.
That can be part of the problem.
Yeah, it is.
So, you want to talk a little football?
Well, yeah, I think I want to talk a little football in a lot of ways. And number one, I already have once, but I think for our group, I still want to publicly thank Jonathan. When things don't go right, like I said last night in my press conference, I don't think our two guards have done a good enough job, and they've got to do better, and the coach got to do better, because that's part of the deal. You have to. I mean, it is part my fault too. I mean, my job is to get them better, and when a coach isn't successful in a short period of time, I mean, there's things he'd like to do better. After the UCLA game, I talked to him a lot, and he was very upset about things. But there's things we had to do better too. And I'm not sure that we had so many changes going on, both with presidents and ads, and new legislation and new rules and new everything. It was a tough time, and I thought he handled it with class. I thought our administration handled it with class, and I think our new coach handled it with a lot of class. If you listen to his press conference, and I had a chance to talk to him myself, so. For Jonathan, I think he's a very good coach, and what happens in this world is sometimes there's fits, and some people fit better in some situations, and sometimes there's issues, that go on that nobody else knows about, and there were no bad issues. It just, it was a tough time to start here for a lot of reasons, and a lot of times what starts bad ends bad, and so I hope our Spartans are classy enough to appreciate him and appreciate the tough job he had. And and nobody really deserves that. And yet the situation now is so different, paying players and all the things we're doing. I think a lot of people expect instant gratification and it was a tough time when he came in. And yet, I think in a guy like Pat, who has been in the league, who's been in the Midwest, who's been in the Big Ten, who has a better grasp on some of those things, the transition still will be easier. But I will say this, and I said it last night, we win because of you guys. We win because of our students. We win because our stadium is filled. We win because we have an incredible home court advantage. Hockey has won because he's gotten the fans back in the arena, and he has done an unbelievable job with his team, but our fans have done an unbelievable job. We haven't done the same thing in football, and that's not a home field advantage for us.
Right.
And that's why I say sometimes, if the product's better, they'll say we'll come. Well, sometimes if they come, the product gets better.
Right.
And so I would say in recruiting and everything else, if we're going to expect excellence, we have to show excellence too. And that goes from the administration, that goes from the coaches in the athletic department, and that goes from our fans. And so I'm asking each and every one of you to reach out, send Jonathan a note, and then reach out, send Pat a note. And then when it comes time to be there, I hope we support him like we need to. And because I'm telling you right now, our place was electric against Arkansas. It was more electric last night. I don't know what'll happen on Saturday, but I think emotions and excitement will be high. And once in a while that can make you nervous, but most of the time it really is helpful. So it was hard on everybody. I promise you that nobody said, oh boy, let's just do this. And yet I think, and moving forward, I'm excited about our new coach. I think he's going to be a lot of things to this place. He kind of understands it. He's a blue collar guy. And, he looked like a WWW wrestler last night when he was introduced. And I think there was some enthusiasm. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he should have one. And I think we're going to benefit. So
There you go. We'll be back with more from Coach Izzo in a moment, right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Makes sense for you.
This is Labatt, brewed for the fans who can't stop shouting "shoot it"
and the driveway heroes who still call raindrops on every brick. Make fun of a ref through the TV like he can hear you, then miss 3 straight free throws on your buddy's hoop. Argue every foul, celebrate every layup, and somehow think you're running the offense from Section 312. But that's the beauty of it. Basketball isn't just about the court, it's the noise, the passion, and the Labatt you're holding while you live it. Labatt, we're brewed for the roast. Enjoy responsibly. Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Well, thanks for joining us for you Spartan fans here in One North for the Tom Izzo Show presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Don't forget Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Well, Tom, we got about 80-some seconds. We got Duke coming in noon Saturday. It's a whiteout. By the way, we go on the air on the network at 11 a.m. Hope you can join us for that. So what are your thoughts?
Well, they got a kid named Boozer who Mike alluded to. He got 29 last night. He had 35 against, I think it was Arkansas. He's a heck of a player, and they got another kid named Evans who can shoot it from everywhere, athletic, 6'6". I mean, they got 3-4 pros that people say on their team. John has done a good job coaching them. He's taken over for Mike, and he's kept things rolling. They've had the player of the year now 3 years in a row since he got the job, and that helps. And but our guys are going to be ready to play, and I think our fans are going to be ready. And the fun part is we're going to kind of find out. It would be an unbelievable run here in those first 9 games, and then we get a little break because we got finals, but we do get a little break. So I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of why you schedule where you schedule. It's kind of what opportunities you get. And I hope we have a hell of a game for all of you, and I hope we win for me.
Well, thank you, Mike Garland, for stopping by again. And don't forget, it's a whiteout. We go on the air at 11 o'clock Saturday morning. So I sure hope you can join us on the radio network. So with that, we'll see you soon. And let's fill that place up Saturday and make Duke wish they hadn't come to East Lansing.
You've been listening to the Auto Owners Insurance presentation of the Tom Izzo Show, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense. The Tom Izzo Show is also brought to you by One North Kitchen and Bar, making good times great. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of MSU Athletics. Labatt Blue Light, we're brewed for the roast. Meyer, supporting hundreds of sports teams across the Midwest. Coors Light, choose chill. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartan Athletics. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. The Tom Izzo Show is a presentation of Playfly Sports in partnership with Michigan State Athletics. All rights reserved. Join us next time on this network station for all the Spartan basketball action on the Spartan Media Network.